We got a caller. Hey, Steve, are you there?
Yes. How you doing, Mark?
I'm doing well. Hey, it was good to see you just on Saturday. Now I've got you on the phone, too. Awesome.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun Saturday doing the show at Black Sheep Radio.
So this is Steve Chelmsford. He's the host of the Mop Tops The King that we syndicate here on Thursday afternoons. He was in town and did a special show with us.
Yeah, I hope to do it again. You know, I've heard bits and pieces of your show tonight. I did catch that Charlton Heston song. It was very interesting.
Well, I've got a question for you.
Sure.
Why don't we create a society that does not compel escape?
What's the question again?
Why don't we create a society that doesn't compel escape?
Is this going to be on the test? I mean, I don't know. I'm going to have to pass. Now, I was listening earlier.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the movie The Village with William Hurt?
I have not. It doesn't even sound familiar.
Yeah, it's 10 or so years ago. I don't want to give the whole movie away, but I think it related to what you were talking about. A group of people kind of drop out of society, and they form their own world, you know, in this wildlife sanctuary,
Mm-hmm.
their own society, because, you know, they felt that society had taken such a turn for the worse that they created their own world. Anyways, it's worth checking out. You may enjoy it.
What was the title again?
I think it was called The Village. I know that William Hurt was one of the main characters. Probably not at the level of the Elvis movie Speedway, which I think I will send. I'm going to send you a couple Elvis movies. I hope you have a DVD player.
I do have a DVD player.
All right, so I'm going to try to get some Elvis, some movies too.
Oh, a couple of loners. I'll watch them and I'll send them back and I'll
no, don't send them back.
Oh, they're the bad ones. You don't want them back.
Yeah, and also the episode that we recorded on Saturday. It should be ready. It'll be airing on Black Sheep Radio on Thursday.
Thursday the 23rd?
2 p.m. What was that?
The 23rd?
I think it's the 24th.
24th? Thursday
Yeah.
In the week of the 20s.
Yeah, today's the 16th, I think, right?
You're asking the wrong guy. Anytime you ask a question, you're asking.
Yeah, it's a week from tomorrow. It'll be airing a week from tomorrow, which is the 24th.
So for people who haven't caught it before, Mop Tops and the King, it's a weekly 1-hour show, features the music of the Beatles and Elvis Presley with some fun surprises in between.
Yes, I play, you know, solo Beatles and covers of Elvis and Beatles songs. And, of course, there's the 3 degrees separation of Elvis and the Beatles, which is a kind of a ripoff of that Kevin Bacon thing. You know, if this guy played with the Beatles like Billy Preston and then someone played with Billy Preston, you know, so I'll play that occasionally. But, of course, the goal of the show is to bring joy and happiness to the entire world through the music of Elvis and the Beatles. So I've got a lot of people to reach.
Well, I think you're succeeding. And what is your syndicate up to now?
Well, 19 stations. Let's see, there's 7 billion people in the world, and I have, 100 listeners? So I've got a ways to go, I think. 11 states, 19 stations, and there's 2 in England, and a community station in Australia. Washington, I think you're familiar with that station, KMRE-LP in Bellingham, Washington. And there's a station in Round Mountain, California, one in Nevada, one in Oregon. I've been bugging the hell out of this guy in Idaho, but he still hasn't, you know, I'm begging him to give me like the 4 a.m. time slot, but he... 2 in New Hampshire, 1 in Vermont, and 4 in Massachusetts, 2 in Kansas, and West Virginia. I think I got them all. It's a lot of legwork because a lot of people, a lot of stations want a live DJ. So some community stations say absolutely no to a syndicated show.
Well, we don't have enough live DJs. If we had enough live DJs, I'm sorry, you'd end up getting bumped.
Yeah, I understand that too.
But we're a ways off from that. We don't have a large pool to draw from. So syndicated programs fill a lot of space, and a lot of the syndicated programs that we have are really good. And I think your show is a lot of fun.
Well, thank you. I like that show, Geezer Rock. I've heard that show on your station. And that the other show, Back of the Juke, or Juke in the Back.
Juke in the Back,
I think he plays 50s, right? Pre-rock and roll stuff, I think.
Yeah, it's the soul that came before rock and roll is their tagline. Yeah, that's Thursdays at noon, and then the Rockabilly Show, then you, then Oldies Time Machine, which is fun, and Geezer Rock.
Well, I hope we could do what we did Saturday again. I don't think I played the kind of Elvis, my pick of Elvis. From you like the early stuff, I guess, the rock, the actual rock and roll, like jazz rock and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean the big symphony thing that came out recently, it's not doing much for me.
Yeah, I did buy it. I do like it. That's I'm playing that in future shows. They're trying to keep Elvis alive for as long as possible.
I don't think they need to try very hard, do they? And his legacy.
He has sold it. I would bet he has sold more albums dead than when he was alive. So in some ways, I guess some people would say it was a good career move for him when he died. I mean, I wasn't the one to say that, but he has sold a ton of albums since he died.
Society compelled him to escape.
Yeah. So I don't want to take up the rest of your show, but hopefully we can get together again soon, maybe in the summertime or something.
Yeah, that would be great. We can record again or do it live. We also run it at 5 a.m. as a repeat on Sunday mornings.
Oh, really?
So skip church and no, listen to it before church. Don't skip church.
Well, I didn't know that. Is that regular? Because I'll add it to my website.
Yeah.
Oh, 5 a.m. on Sunday.
Yeah, so you're on twice a week.
Okay, and for anyone who may be listening, if you want to learn more about my show, it's www.themoptopsandtheking.com. My email address is there, and I'd love for anyone who's interested to send me an email, learn more about the show by going to my website.
And he's a nice guy.
Oh, that's great. Okay, so thanks again, and it was fun talking to you.
Yeah, thanks for calling, and I had a great time doing the show with you.
Yeah, I think the show came out okay. I'm interested to hear what you think about it, but I think I could have done a better job.
I think you could have done a better job without me, but I was glad to be part of it.
All right, thanks. You're a funny guy, and a punk rock fan, not really a Beatles and Elvis fan, I guess. Really, when you get down to it, right?
Yeah, I like the Beatles and Elvis when they got a little punky.
Yeah. Are you a punk rock musician yourself?
Nah, I'm not a musician at all.
Oh, I thought you might be.
Nah.
Okay.
I'm
going to let you go, and we'll talk again soon, I hope.
All right. Thanks for calling.
All right. So long. Bye-bye.
Steve Chelmsford, host of Mop Tops and the King. I was doing my best not to let him escape, but he got away.